Hey everybody, want to give you a heads up for what's going to be going on in the life of the church in March. Now, as we always do, we're going to start the first Wednesday night with our encounter night. That's all congregations together. That's going to be here in Horsham, 7:30. So that's this Wednesday. Looking forward to seeing you there and all that God's going to do amongst us as we press in to meet with Him, worship Him and give Him adoration and pray together. Then the following Sunday on the 8th of March, 4 p.m, it is our baptism service. We've got a bunch of people getting baptized, people getting saved recently. It's going to be a brilliant celebration. So I want to encourage you, invite you to come and be here. Maybe invite some people that don't yet know Jesus and come and see what does it look like to see people get baptized and to hear their stories of what Jesus has done in their lives, which would be absolutely fantastic. Now, the Freedom course starts the following week beginning on the 9th. So if you signed up for Freedom, then you're going to have an absolutely fantastic few months getting plugged into that and all that God's going to be doing in your life. And then the encounter in June is going to be phenomenal. If you haven't signed up for Freedom yet, well, maybe it's not too late. I encourage you, you can plug into a group still and see what God's going to do in your life over the next few months. Then on June the 22nd, here in the Hub, at 6 p.m, we're going to have Ruth Fazal and Gil Penzak with us. Now, Ruth is a believer, she's a Christian. Gil is a Jew, and we're going to have a Christian and a Jew together, and there is music, it's going to be testimonies and stories and getting around the Word. And so it's going to be a brilliant evening where God's just going to speak into our lives in different ways. So if you're interested in that, that's here on the 22nd at 6 p.m. It's going to be a brilliant night to be together. Then we've got some prayer and fasting at the end of the month. On Monday the 23rd, for that particular week, we're going to have a week of prayer and fasting, encounter night on the Wednesday evening on the 25th. And that week's primarily going to be focused around praying into Easter and all that God wants to do over the Easter season. Brilliant opportunity to see people come to know Jesus, share our testimonies, open up our lives to those around us that don't yet know Jesus. So we're going to be primarily praying into that. Now, I want to continue to encourage you to be praying prayer 365. In the morning, praying for the church, our church and the church. Lunchtimes, praying for the lost, people that don't yet know Jesus. And in the evenings, praying for the nation and the nations. I'm sure you've got your day of the month that you're doing. I encourage you to pray and fast on that day. If you don't know what Pray 365 is all about, then ask someone in your congregation, what is Pray 365? And they can explain it. We're praying together as a church every day, building a wall in prayer to resist the enemy, to overcome the enemy, but also to release the purposes of God for salvation, for healing, for deliverance, for God to move in people's lives, in families, in households, in our communities, in our town, in our region, and in our nation and beyond. So let's be part of what God is doing in Pray 365. Bless you. Have a fantastic month. Looking forward to all that God's going to do during this month. Bless you.